Kenehas and Kenenbiye. In the 16th century, in the Balkan Mountains of Europe, Kuliya Sultan was the ruler. He married a local woman and had 2 sons. Their names are Kenehas and Kenenbay, and the 2 boys have mastered the art of war from a young age. They learned to ride horses, shoot arrows, and fight with swords. Kenehas and Kenenbay grew up to be warriors from a young age. When the 2 warriors reached the ages of 25 and 27, their father, Kuliya Sultan, left his last will and testament to his wife before setting off on their final campaign. When I die, send my 2 sons to my homeland. The Kypchak steppe, the Syrdarya River, and the city of Sutkent are my homeland. Kuliya Sultan dies in the war. Kenehas and Kenenbay are secretly sent away by their mother in the middle of the night. Kenehas and Kenenbay, leaving the Balkan Mountains, pass through Moldova. They travel north along the Black Sea and reach Ukraine. There lived Slavic robbers. The present-day Dnieper and Zaporozhye region was then called Tamakovskaya Sich. Slavic robbers were a country that had long been hostile to the Kypchaks. Seeing 2 Kypchak warriors in the distance, they planned to attack Kenehas and Kenenbay in the middle of the night. This plan was the biggest mistake of the Slavic robbers. They did not know that the Kypchak warriors were well-versed in fighting. In the middle of the night, while Kenehas and Kenenbay were resting, the bandits attacked. Kenehas' sword flashed from its scabbard, and Kenenbay's bullets whistled. In a very short time, 2 Kypchak warriors defeated about 20 bandits. This story spread like wildfire throughout the region in a very short time. Word spread among the people about the 2 Kypchak warriors. At that time, he came across a merchant who was transporting goods from the Kiev Principality to the Persian Gulf along the Zaporozhye River. Some sources say that the merchant's name was Shamurdian. The merchant sent hired searchers and found Kenehas and Kenenbay. The merchant welcomed the 2 warriors hospitably and let them stay with him for a day. Kenehas and Kenenbay are offered to be bodyguards. The merchant's plan is to be safe with the Kypchak warriors. But Kenehas and Kenenbay did not accept this offer. Their goal was to reach the Syrdarya River. A merchant and a pair of warriors traveled together from Zaporozhye to the Caucasus Mountains. Having reached the Caucasus, the merchant heads south to the Persian Gulf, while Kenehas and Kenenbay head east, crossing the mountains. The 2 warriors crossed the Caucasus Mountains and encountered a people. Oral traditions say that they were the Keneges people. The Keneges people planned to welcome the Kypchak warriors as guests, marry them off to their beautiful daughters, and retain them in their country. The girls of the Keneges people were very beautiful, with their plucked eyebrows, dark eyes, long hair, and slender waists. They could make any man fall in love with them. However, Kenehas and Kenenbay could not be taken by beautiful girls. Their father's will was high. Kenehas and Kenenbay continued their journey. Leaving the Caucasus Mountains, they headed north along the Caspian Sea. They reached the Kypchak steppe and traveled for several days in the desert. In total, they traveled more than 3 months from the Balkan Mountains to the Syrdarya River, reaching the Merzikal region along the Syrdarya River. At that time, the Kazakhs and Dzungars were fighting in the Merzikal region. Kenehas and Kenenbay don't understand who the warring parties are. Suddenly, they notice that one side has aspects similar to theirs. At that time, Kenehas and Kenenbay, siding with their own side, entered the battle. With the support of Kenehas and Kenenbay, the Kypchak people will win. The side they side with will be the Konorat tribe, located along the Syrdarya River. The local people of Konorat ask the 2 soldiers who they are. We are Kenehas and Kenenbay. We come from the Balkan Mountains. We are the sons of Kuliya Sultan. They say we have come looking for our brothers, Koshik Kubektama. Then a soldier came out and called us to his clan, saying that we were the sons of that Kushik Ada. The other clans of Konorat, who wanted to join the 2 warriors, raised an argument. Then the local elders solved the problem like this. They bite off the ear of a Turkestan tiger and say, "If these are my brothers, then they belong to my clan." The ancient Turkestan city's Tykazan was no ordinary cauldron. It was revered as a sacred cauldron by the Kazakh nation. Then Kushik Ada stood up and said, "I accept it." He bit the ear of the Turkestan Tykazan and said, Kenehas and Kenenbay are my brothers. Then Kenehas and Kenenbay join Konerat's Baylarzander clan. Kenehas is made a descendant of Baylar's grandfather Koshik, and Kenenbay is made a descendant of Xander's grandfather Karabala. Thus, Kenehas and Kenenbay fulfilled the will of their father, Kuliya Sultan. They returned to the land of Konerat, where they had their roots on the banks of the Syrdarya River.
Balkan tağın katadı tünde bayağı, Jelimin birge yestelede Kenehas, daladan şıkkan eke batırıl, Keneges Kenenbay elge korgan yer namız. Kuliya'dan taragan kandı urpak, Yüreğinde nayzaday kaysar ruh, At üstünde üsken dala batırlar, Şav kürgende kaymık paydı bir vakit.